Greetings! This Infinite Source Truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you. Greetings, everyone. I'm going to address some things that I've discovered, more things that I've discovered about the pendulum, and answer some questions with regards to the pendulum that people are asking. Okay, so you need to program your pendulum so that you get infinite source truth regardless of the level of frequency required for that truth. So you're going to basically take your pendulum, your cleansed pendulum that you're in harmony with, and you're going to put it in your hand, and you're going to encapsulate it between your two hands, and you're going to say, I program this pendulum right now with infinite source truth only. Only answers that it can reflect are from infinite source truth, not what I think or believe. And the answers will be infinite source truth only, regardless of whether it is something that I will be able to understand, comprehend, or is above my frequency level. I want source truth answers, regardless of its impact upon me. And what this is going to do is your subconscious can't answer the questions. Only your infinite source self can answer the questions. So if you do a question and it refuses to answer, which generally it's usually just hanging straight down and not moving at all, it won't respond to you because your source self determines that it is not in your best interest to give you that information. You have to know that you're not going to get matrix interference or your subconscious interfering with the answers that your pendulum is giving you. The reason I am telling you to program your pendulum in this manner, and his infinite source self was saying that the information was not true. My infinite source self connection was saying it was true. He wasn't of a frequency for this information to be for him. His infinite source self pendulum was directing him away from that information. You need to make sure that your programmed pendulum is going to give you infinite source truth, regardless of whether you're ready to hear it or not. And you need to program your pendulum in that manner. So even if it's above your frequency range or beyond your understanding or comprehension at this point in time, you can program it that way. You can say, I need to know infinite source truth only, regardless of all of those things. Programming it in that manner is very important. You can cleanse your pendulum simply by using your intent. The new method of cleansing your pendulum. Can anyone do this regardless of their frequency level? No. Do they have to have a higher frequency to be able to cleanse their pendulum in this manner? Yes. The method is you hold it in front of you and with your intent, okay, with your powerful creator intent, you are simply going to cleanse the pendulum by running your hand down the cord over the pendulum end, and basically you are cleansing the energies that are hindering it off and away. A lot of the questions that are being asked, if you have your infinite source self connection and you have your programmed pendulum, you can ask these questions of your infinite source self. And I always say, don't believe anything that I say. You need to know the information for yourself. I'm simply sharing something that you can then verify through your infinite source self connection and your programmed pendulum. You can get these answers and this knowing also. I'm not sharing anything that you do not have access to and that you can't prove out for yourself. This is so important. Do not take my word for it. Don't take anyone else's word for anything. You need to know it for yourself. Now, as far as future questions are concerned, you can ask your source self if it would be beneficial for you to go someplace on a certain date. You can ask if it would be beneficial this day better than another day. Those are future type questions, but they're not the type of questions where anyone else is involved. It is simply you. Future questions can be changed simply by your thought. If another source player is involved, factors in. If it's entities, it is possible to override that by your thought and intention. You create your reality. You see that thing. You literally see that thing coming to pass at a certain time. I have experienced this. So that taught me a lot about creating and how you can create changes within your illusion by your thoughts and your intentions. And you are a powerful creator. And that's why the Matrix does not want you to know that. You are a powerful creator and wants to keep you in a lower frequency vibration. You will not have success in creating anything of a higher frequency vibration if you're in a lower frequency. Raising your frequency will be a key to you being able to access and unlock certain future things. But in general, you will not have access to that kind of information. Intentions are frequencies also. An intent to do harm, an intent to do good. They are frequencies. They are part of your personal frequency and affect the outcome of certain things that are drawn to you or experiences that you have surrounding you. So keep a high frequency. Another thing is your choice of pendulum. Source players who are having problems keeping their pendulum in harmony with them, or it's constantly needing to be cleansed. So what your pendulum is made out of could be the problem. If you are not of a high enough frequency and you are trying to use quartz in your pendulum, although you may be attracted to it, it may be a higher frequency than what you are at the moment. It can cause some problems for you in that the pendulum will always need to be cleansed or reharmonized with you. To harmonize a crystal, you may need to wear that pendulum on your body for it to gain the frequency match to you. You need to ask your source self to see if the pendulum is too high of a frequency pendulum for you at the moment. So continue raising your frequency, removing animal flesh, meat, and blood from your diet. Get your frequency as high as possible. Your connection to your infinite source self will be stronger and stronger. You will open up a whole new world to yourself, and then the fun really begins, because once you have that connection, then instead of being played by the game, you can play the game to win. Now, is everything that I have shared in this video infinite source truth only? Not what I think or believe, but only infinite source truth only. That is a yes for my pendulum. Stop. Now, is the information beneficial to other source players to have? And that is also a yes. I've created a Patreon account for those who are inclined to help support me and this work in this channel. I'm going to put the link right here. You need to ask your infinite source self if it will benefit you to make a contribution or to support me and this channel. We are all one as source players. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you all. You can escape the matrix. I know you can.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you found this life-changing, please consider giving a contribution and consider supporting monthly or giving a single gift via PayPal. Links are in the description box below. And be sure to check out these links for guided self-hypnosis meditations.